Welcome back to our podcast. I'm your host, Lydia.
And I'm Bati.
This is Two Mics, No Limit. So,
why you said no limit with an attitude?
How?
You was like, no limit. Like,
I'm just in the birthday spirit, okay?
Oh, yeah, birthday girl. I'll allow the attitude today.
Yeah. Big Leo,
period.
okay?
Period. Big Leo.
Anyway, so you know what's interesting? Whenever I had posted a clip on TikTok about some of our content, I think we were talking about Nicki Minaj and potentially Cardi B doing music together.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody had commented that why isn't that we can't talk about some African news instead of talking about black hip hop music? And I was like, and then she was like, people don't like Black Americans anyway? And I was mad confused. I was like, "What?
What are you? It was like
a comment under the video. Under the video I had posted about our clip on our page.
Oh, so the person was trying to say, like, because we're African, why don't we just talk about African stuff and stay out of like Black American business?
Right. And I was mad confused because I was like, I replied back and I'm like, it's people like you that caused that unnecessary segregation.
Period.
And like, what part of the clip will even evoke a thought like that?
Right.
And I'm like, that's a very weird comment.
Like, yeah.
Come to find out, I didn't know there was a whole other side of TikTok about Black Americans and Africans at war or something.
The diaspora war.
So now it makes sense whenever you told me about it, and my boyfriend had told me about it too. And I was like, oh, maybe that's why she went and commented that. But I'm not on that side on my For You page. So I was like so confused what's going on. So enlighten me.
That's so strange. I first of all, like, because I'm active on Twitter, which I'm tired of Twitter. Very much so. I need to be quiet sometimes. But on Twitter, they have a lot of those conflicts, those like topics that war a lot. And it's so annoying because it's like, it causes so much division within just the Black community. Because if somebody, like if like a cop, for example, or maybe, actually, yeah, I'm going to use the cop example because like this is common, very common. They're not going to stop and ask, oh, wait, what type of Black are you? You know, like what continent did you come from? Are you African? Are you Caribbean? Like, or are you Black
You're
American?
Black
like,
American.
Nobody's asking. No one cares. Like, bro.
No, but I feel like that's where I'm so confused about, because I'm like, where is all this hate about boycotting African businesses? Even is that deep?
I could tell you where that I'm gonna get to that, but it's not. It's like, because I don't see other racial groups doing that. I don't see. I don't. Well, let me. Well, I don't know, because I'm not really in.
What other racial group would you say?
Because I was just thinking about like how like Asian countries that have beef with each other, but I don't think, but yeah. That's like,
I think if anything, it's like South and North. Like,
well, that's Korea.
They hate to like say that, like, you have to specify like I'm South Korean. If you don't, they get offended. I've heard that, but
yeah, like that. I know, like back, history wise, Japan and China had conflict. China has conflict even within themselves in Taiwan, and I'm not about to get into politics, but
Hey, it's your girl Lydia,
and I'm Fati, and we're the hosts of Two Mics, No Limit podcast.
Now we're all about good conversation, good energy, and definitely some good music.
And speaking of music, something special is coming to Buffalo this September, the 3rd annual Love, Peace, and Afrobeat.
Yes, we're proud to be the official ambassador of this incredible event that brings together community, culture, and connections.
It's more than a concert. It's an experience. Picture this: dope vibes, amazing performances, and a crowd full of joy and energy. And we're really excited to announce that headlining this year's event is international reggae superstar Serani.
That's right, Mr. Skip to My Lou and No Games will be performing here in Buffalo, New York, Saturday, September 20th at the hottest concert venue here in the city, Electric City.
So if you've been looking for something unforgettable to do in the city this fall, this is it.
We'll be there, mic'd up and dancing as always, and we want to see you there as well. Stay tuned for more updates, behind the scenes moment, and some few surprises along the way.
Head over to lovepeaceafrobeats.com and get your early bird tickets before they're gone. We can't wait to see you there.
Be there, I'm watching you.
I don't really like, even when it comes to white people, they don't like, oh, are you Polish? Like, it's not like, like maybe they might like, I don't know. I don't really be in other people's business, but often like I only see these wars happening within the Black community. And I feel like it's driven from like a lack of education. But if I could get into like what started this like boycott on African businesses or whatever, it's because some guy
African or
no, he's Nigerian.
Okay.
I think his name is like Prince or something. He went on TikTok and was like, he actually was viral on TikTok about this, and he was like going on and on and on about how like without Africans coming, to this country and having like this like business oriented mindset. I'm really paraphrasing here, trust me, because he was saying a lot. But without like African Americans and like their business oriented mindset and the businesses that they've been setting up and all this other stuff, Black Americans wouldn't have that drive, or like wouldn't also go and like start businesses and all this other stuff.
I think that's wrong for him to say
like
that.
What are you even talking about?
What the fuck? Like, where the fuck does that even come
like,
from?
what do you like? I'm really paraphrasing, but he was saying, actually, screw that. I'm gonna just real quick. But
I would say though, and I feel like one thing that I don't like is whenever like I feel like people generalize like everything.
yeah.
For instance, with the job that I do, right? I've had this like one guy who he's like I saw this thing where it's like they were saying that they don't want to be called African American, they want to be called Black American. So it's kind of stuck with me. So when I say Black American, that's what I mean, okay? He's like Black American, and like whenever he was working, he called the office and was like, "Look, I didn't come here to work this hard. Like, take this off of me, take that off of me. Like, you know what I mean?" And then, but then the Africans in there, like they'll call and it's like, "Hey, do you have more chips to give me?" Like, you understand what I'm saying? So I feel like, but it's not all of them that do that though. There's like some of them that is like they want things to be handed, and then like even some Africans too. It's like, I do one job, I want you to pay me like $1 billion. Like, you know what I mean? So maybe is that where like he's coming from in that term?
I'm trying to like put. Okay, I just found like a little recap video I was watching. Hold on, I'm sorry. These YouTube ads. No shade, YouTube. If you have some bots seeing this or something, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but
ain't
while
mean
you
it.
find that, I know that from my experience being here and what would have like made
Okay.
me. You found it?
Finish your thought.
No,
though.
go ahead.
Okay, this is. Hold on. All right.
Get me wrong. Women have always had braiding shops in the Black community. For whatever
Shout out
reason,
to this
it seems to be a
YouTuber named
subgenre of
O'Shea
braiding
Duke
called
Jackson. That's
African
whose
braiding
video
shops.
I'm
And I
I'm
would
playing.
know because I haven't had hair since Barack Obama was the president.
Oh damn.
We're gonna listen to the whole thing.
No, it's coming up.
I'm like,
he
that was
just-
a long thing.
Especially amongst the East Coast corridor.
Okay, maybe I passed. No, I don't think I passed it.
What was it about? What part?
It was okay. Boom, there we go. Oh, I did pass it. Oh my god, I would have been sitting here looking stupid.
A Nigerian by the name of Prince underscore Soki on TikTok
Prince Soki.
went viral for saying something really interesting.
If we didn't come here, some of you wouldn't even have that mindset to be trying to endeavor in different type of businesses.
In this case, he's saying if it
Oh, and then he
wasn't
said,
for Africans coming to America, Black Americans wouldn't even understand, certain kind of businesses. Now, there is a different kind of business.
all right, cool. But that's basically like.
So where did that stem from? Him making that video? Like
He was sitting in his car going off, like, and I feel like it was really more so him talking, like he didn't, not that he like he started, I feel like his video really kicked off the boycott thing, but it really started from like those diaspora wars where like the Black Americans were just basically just being negative towards Africans. They do that, like the FBA people, the foundational Black Americans that think that they're native people. Well, whatever. Let me not. All right. Whatever. They believe that they're indigenous. They didn't come from Africa at all. Like I heard about that. They are, the first people and all that and whatever. All right.
They didn't come here through slavery. They just like were here.
They were here.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so then they call African tethers, Africans or Caribbeans or like other like parts of the diaspora, basically like, you're a tether.
What does that mean?
Well, like, I don't even know.
We're a tether.
Like, yeah, like I've been trying to like figure out
what that means.
Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what that means. Like,
I mean, if you're native, then be native then. I don't know what else. What do you mean to do with
like,
you?
I feel that don't got nothing to do with me. Like, whatever you want to jack. Like, okay.
But it's like, I just don't like the aggressiveness whenever they speak about my personal experience. And I'm just saying it from my own personal experience. I came here when I was 13 years old. I think I already said this before in the podcast. And around like 14, 15, I'm going to take Regents. Like I went to like this school, and then I have to go take Regents in the Niagara Falls High School. So as I was walking in, I have never met these girls in my life. I got dropped off. I'm walking into the school to go find out where the Regents is. This girl looked at me like, why she act like she's better than us? I think I had told you this before.
Yeah.
So with that, I just felt like I'm coming in here. At that time, I didn't really know how to speak English that well. So it's like, I feel like it wouldn't have made sense. So like, I'm coming here brand new into this country, and like, I don't know, like everybody is colored. And that's the first time I even knew there was something called racism, where white people would hate you because of your skin. Because whenever we see black people, like white people in Ghana, we're always so excited to like welcome them, like, oh, say medasi or say this, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because like it's a different.
Yeah, so then whenever I came here in my school, like the school that I was actually enrolled in, the white girls tried to bully me.
Oh.
And then I go to take an exam, and I'm like, oh, like I remember even asking my dad, why don't you take me to the school where there's more colored people?
Yeah.
And then I go in this school, and the first thing that somebody would tell me is that I'm acting like I'm better than them from just walking into a place.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, it made me feel like I can't fall back on people that are already here that are blacks. I can't go to somebody that is like white because they might discriminate me because I'm black. You kind of feel like you're at the bottom of everything else, especially being a female as well, right? So to me, like it became so repetitive. It's like you walk in a room and it's kind of like your energy will piss people off for some reason.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? And it got to a point where I'm just like, is it jealousy? Like, is it something that, you know what I mean? I've literally had somebody tell me, I don't know why I don't like you. Maybe you need to smile more.
Girl.
And I looked at her and I'm like, I think maybe it's your own insecurity. Like, you need to be more confident in yourself, because if that's the case, I'll piss you off every day. Like,
she's so,
like for real.
Weird.
Yeah. So it's like, if I feel like sometimes too, it stems from not really knowing who you are, that you put that hate and that thing on somebody else, because I don't care. I don't feel like I'm better than anybody. Like, I'm focused on my own thing, and I feel like that's when you see more success. Like, if this African, you have time to be sitting on there like bashing people about whether or not you made them great or not. Go make your business bigger. Like right, who cares?
Like, exactly.
You know, and like being focused on like blacklisting like African African businesses. Why don't you use that same energy to go start one?
Exactly.
Like, do you understand what I'm saying? I'm like, honestly though, I feel like if fufu prices would go down if they boycott the
word, I know, like, you know, because they might be losing some business from this boycott, and
you know, they'll
like,
go down.
Like, you know, they'll be like, you know what? Okay, we're doing a deal, a special.
Meat is so expensive now.
Everything is expensive. Like,
I'm
why? Like, why am I getting like,
you know what?
Tilapia and banku is $25+.
Really? That's how high it is now?
Yes, like
You
Exactly.
go to the African store, like you buy like three, four things. It's like over $200.
like
Like you
it's
don't need to try. You can, you know what? You can boycott that one. Maybe it'll
like,
go down.
maybe like maybe they'll have some more sense.
I'm actually eating that
For
to
once.
survive. So like, that would actually help my pockets. But I just really never understood that. And I feel like it's kind of like, think about it, right? The white people that brought black, like Africans here for slavery. You know, you go to their country, like being so like nice. Since we're like so nice and welcoming, we welcome you in, and then you take some of our people
Right.
to God knows like what land, and then able to like literally like beat them and traumatize them to the extent where they even start hating the ones that were left behind that are coming in. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because we're all black people. Like if there's a two line, go stand there because you're white, go stand there because you're black. Even mixed kids will go to the black lane. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, to get to that extent where you have two people that are like of the same color, even to date. Slavery happens like years ago. It happened years ago. But you're still hating on your own people. How are you going to expect them to respect you when we're even fighting in our own race?
Like, I feel like, because I feel like a lot of it, I'm going to keep saying that it's from a lack of education. A lot of people are stupid. Like, a lot of people are just not smart. And even, like, and instead of taking the time to educate themselves, they continue to perpetuate negativity and ignorance and, like, harmful, like, just harmful rhetoric, like, just, across the board. And I think that's what just makes it even worse. And it keeps, because, see, growing up in New York City, I didn't really have, like, the same experience that you had, like, as far as, like, dealing with, like, the racism from, like, the white girls. But I did experience, like, xenophobia, I would say, really. Like, from, mean? Like, just, damn.
Like, black
no, it's just more so, like, just, like not, I don't know how to explain that, bro. Like,
text it to me. I'll search it up later. Because that's how
it's basically like just like a hate for someone from like another country, really. Like, or like a hate for like a country. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just.
Oh, when they say like, oh, do you have like zebras in your backyard, or like African booty scratcher?
Stuff like that, yes. Like okay, stuff like that. Like, yeah. So they would like, not zebras in the backyard, bro. I didn't.
No, I got asked that.
Like, but
and I said yes. I run with the lions every morning.
They say a lot of like ignorant stuff. Like, oh, you live in huts, your family. Oh, y'all stink. Like all this other crazy stuff, and it's like, I showered before I came. Like, my mom had this like Powerpuff Girls perfume that she bought me. Like, and all of this stuff started when I was like in elementary school, where they would do all of this. And it was just one of them things where I always knew that Black Americans really just did not like Africans. And it was so insane to me, like, when I got a little bit older, and I want to say like college, I randomly started seeing people embracing Africans and African culture and dark-skinned women, because I used to get bullied for being dark-skinned. And I was so confused, because like I remember like at one point being ashamed to even like, you know, like not really ashamed to be African, because I was never like, just
like, you have to hide.
Like not even like, I just don't lead like I mean like before, like when, and I'm talking about I was like 11 12, like you know, like a kid, I wouldn't lead with it. Like, you know, I wouldn't, you know, like, or like my mom would be speaking Hausa to me, and then I would be responding to her in English instead of responding to her in Hausa. Like, and then just speaking Hausa when I get, you know, when we're home or when I'm not around people. And it's but when I got like I want to say like high school, I stopped giving a crap. Like, you know, I was just like, yeah, this is me. And I had like other African friends, and I was just very comfortable and all that. So then, you know, like now imagine, so, you know, we went through a period of hate. then went through like a period of embrace, especially when Afrobeats was so popular and Wizkid and everybody, it was here and it was just so that everybody, oh, you have like, oh, you lit, oh, you African, you lit, blah, blah, whatever. Like, and there was like this widespread embrace. And then now it's going back into that same old. And I feel like what's making it a little bit different now is that the African people are fighting back against that, and then it's creating a back and forth, because it's like, no, like I can't sit there and say like, oh, this one group is doing this to this group, and like, it's from both sides. Like there's Africans who are like, like they'll antagonize the Black Americans and say like, oh, y'all don't have no culture, which is a very false statement, by the way. Like that is extremely false, and I hate any African person who says that and perpetuates that. That is a terrible take. Like, are you dumb? We see Black American culture all around us.
Yeah, that's true. But I remember whenever that had happened, right? There was a kid that had left that school to transfer to my high school at that time. And I remember like that, I kept thinking about that because I'm like, why? Like, you know what I mean? So I asked him because he was from that school. And I was like, oh, why would she say that? And then she was like, well, because you don't act Black. And I was like, oh, well, I'm from Africa though. So like, what, if I'm not Black, then what do I act like? What am I supposed to act like? You know what I mean? And I feel like, and then he even said himself, he was like, sometimes though, I wish I kind of knew where I came from, like my backbone, because it's like, okay, I was born here. I was born in Niagara Falls.
DNA.
Yeah, but that's something that he would say because, and then whenever he said like, I didn't act Black, whatever, I think we talked about this. Yeah. It wasn't in a negative way. And he was genuinely like, oh, I would like to know, like if I'm from here, Nigeria, that would be so cool. Like I want to try, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like just to get to know where you're from.
Maybe that's what, going back to like what you're saying, but I know like they have like hip hop and how it's like all that stuff. So
like it's not just that, like, it's even part of the food. Like, in language, like Ebonics. Well, nobody calls it Ebonics anymore. I do.
What is
African American vernacular?
Yeah, and then I also heard
whatever,
something
like,
too.
I'm not.
I also heard something too about African Americans were saying that we Africans are sucking up to the white people, and that we not learning the history of Black people. And
what does that have to do with sucking up to white people?
Because they feel like we're like the same way the guy said that I was not acting Black. Maybe like he thought I was acting white. So maybe that is like,
and how,
that's what
and
they
how,
mean
and
by
how
that.
does one do that either?
No, but that's what I'm saying. That I feel like whenever I came to this country, I came and I only knew the history from back home. Like now it's like you have to learn certain things like going up. But like my grandma would tell you, like, don't let the past kind of dictate you as in like in the present, right? So for instance, if you get me personally, like whenever I get pulled over by the police, I don't go like, oh yeah, why are you pulling me over? Like this is so like, because they're just doing their jobs. Yeah. So me not being like that towards them, or like being like disrespectful or raising my voice and disliking them or whatever, doesn't make me that, okay, I'm sucking up to the white people.
Oh yeah. Oh, I get what you're saying. Like, I'm just like,
yeah, but
chilling. Like sometimes you just gotta chill.
And then 9 times out of 10 they'll let you go out of your ticket because like they're doing their job. Like imagine walking up to a car and you don't even know if they're armed, what you're walking up to. Yeah. You are gonna be nervous, and then you get met with disrespect. It's going to blow out of proportion. You know what I mean? So that doesn't mean that I'm sucking up to this type of person or you're sucking up to that type. It's just like you follow the rules because to us we're in a foreign land, right? So it's like when you go to Rome, you do what Romans do.
You're talking about like from this perspective of like African being like, somewhere new.
Being somewhere new.
I wanted you to like.
We're not from here. We're like in a foreign land. If you come and they tell you like this is going to end you in jail, we know what we got back home and the people we have to provide for. You're not going to want to risk yourself to do that. And then 9 times out of 10, like the jobs that you might think like, I remember whenever Trump was trying to bring like everything in here, and I'm like, Americans are not going to do factory line work. But some Africans will come back and don't mind being the garbage man. 100%. Don't mind scrubbing the toilet, because if I'm getting paid $200 a week, that I'm making what 2,000 Ghana cedis back home, and if I can make what that times 4 in a month, do you know what I can do over there? Like that's how they're seeing it, you know. So it's like just because we're following the rules because we're not from here, or that doesn't mean that we're picking a side.
Yeah. I didn't even know that was a discourse. That's crazy. Like, because it's like, it's not, you know, like it is. And especially with like the way this country is right now and like the current administration, a lot of people are watching their backs just, you know, because they've been rounding anybody up, even citizens. So, like, you know, I'm not going to do what I mean, I was born here. So, like, you know, I'm not saying, like.
I mean, if he's going to deport them, like, you need to deport your wife first.
Facts.
Because she's not from here.
But, like, from, like, that person that has, like, shaky papers, you know, like, you know, there's a few of them that be having shaky papers. They're not going to want to do anything that might bring any type of like attention to them. So they're just like going to be super law abiding. Like, but I still don't like I don't like the wars. It doesn't make any sense. Like it's not, I feel like people find comfort in conflict, which is so weird. Like they find like misery loves company. Like it's so crazy because it's like, what are we fighting for? Like, why are we fighting? What is the end goal? What do you accomplish at the end of this? Like, what is the goal? What's the point?
Boycotting them.
But to what? And I'm not going to lie. I've seen so many videos of women, Black American women saying, I'm not boycotting shit. And I love, like, and it's like, yeah.
And that's another thing, too. Like I said, it's not all of them that is being like, oh, we hate Africans. No,
exactly.
Like,
and
no.
I feel like I've seen, or maybe it's just my algorithm, I've seen so much more positive, like, you know, rather than like the negative. And then, you know, and I'm so happy I haven't engaged much with the negative because I'm not. One thing I wanted to mention, I am 100% okay with someone claiming to be Black American but not African American, which is like the only label that we have.
You said what?
So you know how like in the racial groups here in like America and like how you got to tick a box and it's always like African American. And there are some like for example Raven Simone who said, I'm not African American, I'm Black American. Like we've had way too many generations of my family in this country. And the only culture I know is Black culture. I don't know anything about African culture. So I'm going to claim like to be, and
so then they need to add that to the list.
I feel like they really, and not really as like a, like, not really, I feel like, you know how like when it's like they'll put like the Hispanic Latino like and it's like its own separate category because it's not technically like a race. I feel like they need to do something like that to like branch it, like branch it or whatever. But like I feel like it's time
like have like Africans and then have / Black Americans.
Or like something like, and I'm not saying that like, and I don't feel like it should cause any type of like division or whatever. I feel like this is more of a matter of ethnicity rather than like race. Does that make sense? All right. I feel like
look, like if somebody could be not disabled and want to be labeled as disabled. And
no, that's not how. No,
and somebody
like,
listen. Because I mean, whenever now they have like other now they've added like other to the list.
Yeah.
If somebody could be a he and they want to be called a she and we adapt to calling that person a she, I'll be happy to call you whatever you want to be called. I don't like honestly. I don't. But at the end of
I feel like the race should just be Black.
Just tell me, and then I'll call you that.
The race should just be Black, and then. After that, it's like.
But then some people don't see Africans as Black, though.
So what am I? Orange?
I mean, some people literally don't tell you don't act Black. So what am I? I am purple.
I mean, look, if you like it, I like it. Whatever. Like,
yeah. So put Africans and then put blacks.
okay, so if I do like a DNA whatever,
you're
what they're
gonna
gonna identify me as?
Native Indian.
Well,
You're gonna be Native Indian, okay? Anyway, I just feel like it's all silly, it's unnecessary, and everybody should be happy and make more money.
like, please, let's just do that. Let's just do that.
But thank you guys so much for joining us for today's podcast. Please leave your thoughts down below. Be respectful. Everybody's human. We all bleed. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.